Alright, here's a new fan I bought online. This is a leading edge industrial ceiling fan in 48 inches. It's really a commercial one due to the fact that this one has rolled edge blades to them instead of the regular straight edge blades, which I'll show you guys what I mean. As you can see, the edge is more rolled, that way if someone were to hit it, it wouldn't injure them that badly. Still would hurt, but it won't like decapitate them or stuff like that, or really injure them. Now, a lot of people thought that these are no longer being made. The fans that we like to call day turds. They are still being made, except they're just not being sold as Dayton no more. They're just being sold as Leading Edge, which is the original source of what that made them. They were just relabeled as Dayton's as when they were sold through Grainger. And then they were replaced by the ones that people have been seeing more often at Home Depot as replacements. The red line, the ones that look more like a NuTone Pro Line 2s. However, those apparently seem to be discontinued as well, because on the Grainger website, they're nowhere to be found, and online you don't see them anywhere anymore either. So I'm guessing Dayton's not making ceiling fans, and more just industrial wall fans and such, or pedestal fans. But yeah. Now these black ones, the black leading edge industrials, from what I've been told, they were marketed as theater fans, which when I bought it did say T space heater fan, which I'm pretty sure it meant to say theater fan. And what they mean by that is that these were basically fans that were marketed to be installed in movie theaters. And so for them being in black, they wouldn't stand out too much when it's dark and such. And that's exactly where I first saw these as a kid, at a AMC movie theater that's near me. And they still have them there to this day. And I remember the first movie I saw there was Snow Dogs back in like 2001. Well, that I can remember. And I remember seeing one of them, this little one above me, and then there was a 56-inch one in the back, and it was in theater number 1. Then the second movie I saw there, Hey Arnold the movie, was in theater number 2. I remember seeing them on high speed, and some other ones there. Some other movies I saw over the years as well, but that's where I first saw the black leading edge Daytons. Still not used to calling them just leading edge. I'm used to calling them Daytons and such, but yeah, they're very big childhood fans. And when I saw that this online for only 120 with shipping, I just had to grab it because they are pretty common to find. They still make them. It's just finding one that's not overpriced, like within the $300 range, it's pretty difficult. So when I saw this for only 120 with shipping, I immediately grabbed it. So yeah. Now it does have the 2 Donron wings that you see. I'm using a shorter one because when I tested, that's what I plan to use on it. But back to the AMC theaters. What they did with the one that's near me is they would have a small one like this in the front area on one side, either on this side or on this side, and then they would have a 56-inch one diagonal from it. So it'd either be like here, like one here, a small one there, the larger one there, or a small one there, larger one here, depending on the theater. So if it was like theater number 1, it would be on one way. Theater number 2 would be like the opposite direction, basically. And then in the IMAX theater, they would have 2 48-inch ones up front and 2 56-inch ones in the back, which I do have a video of the IMAX install. I haven't seen them running in years, but at the same time, I usually don't go into haven't really been to the theaters that much like I used to when I was a kid. But they probably use them more either in the summer or in the winter, I'm not sure. But they are dusty. I'm not sure if they still work. They probably do. They just probably don't use them that much anymore. But I also don't go there that often, maybe like once a year or twice a year at most. So that's another reason why. But yeah, this is a fan I've been looking to get for a very long time. And such. So yeah, so I'm just gonna show the tags on top. As you can see, it is a new one. It's not a new old stock. It's from January of 2020. I really do like how this fan looks in black. I know they make them in brown too, which I'm not sure if that's a more recent thing. I never saw the brown ones as a kid, but apparently they do exist. But something I've always thought would have been neat is with the ring fans, the Hi-Tech 2s, if they made those in black as well. Because I know they made them in brown, but they didn't make them in black. The black was kind of something that came out in like the late, either the 90s or the 2000s for these. But speaking of Hi-Tech 2s, apparently this is actually labeled that as well, according to the box. It says Hi-Tech 2 as well. But yeah, the motor's very heavy, and what stinks about them is they are great performing fans. What sucks about them is that they tend to fail as the bearings tend to seize up due to the motor being stamped steel, and two, them not having the best quality bearings in them. And as the motor heats up, it causes the motor to get seized up over time. Bearings go bad, and then you just got to replace the bearings. So if they aren't used 24/7 on high speed, they can last quite a bit of time. So there's many places I've seen that don't use them all that often, and places that have them in person and they're still running well. Some are starting to get a bit more squeaky or more stiff, but they don't burn out as much as quickly as people think they do. But it does really depend how often they get used. So like, if they're at a Home Depot, or if they were at a Toys R Us, more often or not, you'll see some of them failed already because they would most likely got used a lot more often. Whereas if you saw them like in a school or something, chance of them still working well is pretty good, high and such. But yeah, I definitely want to find a 56-inch version of this, but what I could always do is just find white blades for one that's like a little bit more worn out or something whenever that happens, and just paint them black, because the motor on this is the same type they would use for the 56-inch ones and the 36-inch ones. Although I don't know if they made a small 36-inch ones in black, but yeah, so yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.